Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Your continued love and support here on the channel. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? Okay, so I've already drawn the oracle cards. Once we get into your specific pile, then we'll go ahead and pull your tarot. So for those of you that are wanting to know what tarot and oracle decks I'm using for the reading, I always put that information in the description box for you guys. Okay, so for pile one, we are going to do the Desert Rose Selenite. What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? For pile two, you are going to be the Pyrite. For pile number three, you are going to be the Firework Obsidian. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys just a moment to just kind of sit and meditate with the cards. The timestamps will be down below. Pause the video if you do need a little bit more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile one. So those of you that resonate with the Desert Rose Selenite, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out, what are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? So let's take a look at your oracle cards for today. Let's actually start with this big one here. Okay, so we have card number 8, Hibiscus. We have Destiny. We have Longing. We have card number 17, Miss Sunshine. We have number 9, Keeper of Dreams. And we also have card number 8, Seek the Ally. So you guys have 2 number 8s here. Okay. All right, so let's pull your tarot, but I'm already getting a very strong message here about your destiny calling. Your destiny's calling you, pile one. Yeah, and you guys have the number 8 here, which, you know, that is connected to the Strength card within the tarot. The Strength card is about having courage, being brave, being courageous, being confident, but also it's about inner strength, and it's about control, self-control, in terms of gaining control over the ego. So this kind of looks like that your soul is longing for you to align with what your destiny is. And not only about having the courage to pursue, you know, your dreams, your desires, your goals, but these are going to be more so the soul's desires, not so much the ego's desires. So some of you may have been, you know, navigating through life, and of course this happens to everyone. Okay, we're all here on our journey, and oftentimes the desires that we have in life are very ego-led desires. And you know, sometimes it is important for us to listen to the ego with certain things that we want and we want to be able to experience in our life, but sometimes those ego's desires might be something that we feel are going to bring us success or joy or happiness, and there could be something more that our soul really longs for. Sometimes, our soul might desire a specific person or a situation or a place, and it may not necessarily be in our highest alignment. Okay? So I feel that also because you have the Keeper of Dreams here, and this is a number 9. We are in a number 9 year right now in 2025. So 9 is all about the hermit. The hermit is about taking time for solitude, introspection. It's about really looking deeper into the self. So this may also be that your soul is really asking you to reflect inwards and to really connect to your most authentic self, and to also on that path of self-discovery, discovering what it is that your soul longs for, what it is that it wishes to experience, and ultimately, what is your destiny? What are you here to do? What is your passion? What is your life purpose? What is your life's mission? Sometimes we do go throughout life without purpose, without meaning, and we kind of feel like we're on autopilot, and we may not necessarily be getting the fulfillment that we really want out of life. And so this is where it's also important for us to take that time in quiet reflection and stillness to listen to what our innermost voice is really telling us. Okay, you also have the number 17 here, which is a star card in the tarot. And the star is about wish fulfillment, and it is about destiny. It is about being optimistic. It's about having trust and having faith in yourself that your soul is trying to guide you towards aligning with your destiny. And I kind of feel with this destiny card here, we can kind of see how there's like a soldier here, and there's a key on its back, and the soldier is kind of facing that way, which when we're talking about directions with the tarot, something that's facing right to the left could be looked at as we're looking in the past. Okay, instead of maybe being in the present moment. Are we worrying about certain things that have happened, certain experiences, being caught up in certain things? Or there's more or less a need for you to focus on the future, focus on your next steps, take the lead. Some of you, it's like the key to unlocking what your destiny is right there, right under your nose. And it may be that it is not within your line of sight just yet. Perhaps, because I'm also noticing there's like a bird cage here. So are there certain things that are kind of tying you into the past, or keeping you limited or restricted? Interesting. I want to look at what this hibiscus card is, because the destiny card is kind of like looking at hibiscus. So this is number 8. And also the number 8s are like the infinity symbol. So the infinity symbol is our connection also to divine. If you notice on the strength card, if you're familiar with the standard Rider-Waite deck, there's an infinity symbol above the maiden's head as she's kind of touching the lion. And that infinity symbol is that infinite power, that infinite strength that we have to the divine. But I also see this as your potential with inside of yourself, and a need for you to kind of trust in that. So let's see what number 8 is about. Okay, so it says the gift of hibiscus flower is a way of telling a woman she is beautiful. She may wear it behind her ear as a modest sign that she welcomes the attention. This woman in red is far from coy. She certainly doesn't need flattery and compliments. She knows she belongs at the center of the garden, for her beauty is bold and her heart is all in. She doesn't stop at a single bloom. She gives her passion full expression. Are you a person who passively waits to be recognized, or are you the woman who knows she is good and ready to claim her glory? Don't settle for the occasional compliment for affirmation. Place yourself at the center of things because you know you deserve to be here. Surround yourself with all the beautiful things that reflect your brilliant spirit. So perhaps there's also something that you're needing to see within inside of yourself. To me, this is also about you as it relates to your destiny, about you deserving success, worthy of success. worthy of the dreams and the wishes that you have, so that they not just be a longing that you have for them, but that you actually believe in your ability to create and manifest your destiny. Okay, so let's pull some tarot and let's see what else. What else here? And I almost feel like with the Seek the Ally here, this is your higher self. Your highest self. Okay. What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? The Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you may have a blockage within your creative energy. Okay, a creative block here. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay. The 8 of Wands is about, can be about communication, messages, okay? So there could be something that your spirit team is trying to communicate to you, but you're not open to receive it. Or you're not seeing it. You're not getting the messages. The messages are blocked, or that you perhaps even have your focus or your mind elsewhere that you're not receiving. Because the Page of Cups can also be about our intuition. So is there an intuitive block here? Let's see. What else? What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? Group 1. There, the High Priestess. Okay, so it's something that your intuition is trying to show to you, reveal to you. There's some type of action that you're needing to take here. The 8 of Wands can also be about energy that's in motion, about things that are happening very quickly or need to. Your swift action is needed. Timing could be something that's very important here. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel some of you, your destiny is tied into service to others, okay? Being in service to others. We have the Fool, okay. So the Fool is about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, opening yourself up to new possibilities, stepping outside of your comfort zone. What are you not seeing? The Knight of Cups. This is your heart's desire here. Longing, right? We've got longing here. The 8 of Cups. Okay, so there's something in your life right now that you are needing to let go of or move away from. I'm going to clarify this a little bit further here. Let's see if we can get everything to fit so it doesn't get cut off, hopefully later. I'm going to have to fit it to YouTube size. Okay. I think I want to clarify this because I feel like in a way your action is required. This is about you taking this leap of faith to open yourself up to receive, to align into a space of balance and harmony for your destiny, to align with your destiny here. Let's look at this 8 of Cups. What is this 8 of Cups here, Spirit? Okay, so we've got Aquarius here, Pisces energy, Scorpio, and also Cancer. Why is the High Priestess here? First off, why is the High Priestess here? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Why is the High Priestess here? The Page of Swords. Yes, There's communication here. A message that your intuition is trying to tell you. Temperance is also can be about change. Something transforming. Something's changing, something's transforming here. I also feel like this is you. Gemini energy. Why is the High Priestess here? There it is. Death card. Change. An ending. You're needing to end something. You're receiving messages about something that you need to let go of. Because your destiny awaits. And I feel like with the Page of Swords being here with the High Priestess, you guys have already been seeing the signs, okay? You've already been seeing it. Scorpio energy. So this makes me feel that, you know, maybe there's, again, maybe you're not receiving it. Because, there's a block here. There's a block. Like the messages are not getting through, right? Like if you look at the High Priestess here, she's facing, right? She's like sending the messages, right? Your intuition's like sending out this Eight of Wands, all these messages, and the Page of Cups is in reverse. Like it's not receiving. So let's look at this Page of Cups here in reverse. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Justice and the Six of Wands. Yeah, your intuition's been trying to get your attention here. Been trying to get your attention. The Six of Wands also has to do with the ego, okay? The ego. Some of you could also be going through something emotional right now. Your emotions might be a little bit unstable. And because of that, our emotions can kind of block things out, okay? We're not kind of like in that right space. Because we could, if we're feeling very emotional or a little bit unstable, then we might not be... We could be overlooking things, right? When Spirit's kind of sending a message, we could either be misinterpreting it, we could be ignoring it, we could be distracted, right, by other things kind of like in our life. You know, I'm also looking at how in this Hermit card, she kind of looks like she's under the ground in a hole. But the Hermit is about taking time for solitude, rest, stillness, quiet. Maybe this is something Spirit is wanting you to acknowledge, because again, this is a number 9 here. Your higher self is wanting you to acknowledge that there's something that you're needing to recognize here, something that's being brought to your attention. Because the Hermit is also really about deep diving into the self. It's about discovering the self. It's, you know, the Hermit is really, you know, kind of like when we say, I need to find myself. You know, and in this case, I feel like it's you rediscovering yourself. There's also a need for balance here with justice. Okay. We've also got Libra energy here. Some of you might be dealing with some relationship stuff right now in your life. Relationships with others that I don't know. It kind of feels like maybe you've got some stuff going on there. Perhaps for some of you, some of you could have something going on with relationships in your life. Um, and your higher self is trying to send you a message here about ending maybe a relationship that's being shown to you. Perhaps there's been some type of injustice in a relationship here for someone that's being brought to your attention. Some of you, there could be some karmic energy surrounding it, and that could certainly be something that kind of throws us off, right? If we've got something going on in our personal life and there's been some type of injustice and it's kind of put us in that space where we're feeling emotional or, kind of ungrounded, we might be missing messages. We might be missing signs. We might not be paying attention, right? Because again, this destiny card looks like it's looking that way, the past. When the key is that way, like to the future. And that's where Spirit's kind of trying to get you to redirect here. What is this Eight of Cups over here? Because this is you walking away. The Eight of Cups can also be about setting out on a journey of self-discovery. It's also about letting go of things that are no longer bringing you emotional fulfillment. This could be people, situations, places. It can also be any bad habits that we might have that we need to get away from. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Judgment. This is also about release. It's also about, Judgment is about awakening. It's also about answering the call of your soul. Okay, so that's definitely a message here. Is your destiny's calling. Your destiny's calling. There's changes that need to be made. There's people and situations that you're needing to let go of. You've already been receiving the signs here. It's been brought to your attention. Some of you are dealing with karmic situations here. Some of you could be feeling really lost and kind of like maybe going into hermit mode and feeling lost with how to navigate or how to deal with or what to do here. But the Justice card is about you doing what is best for your highest good. And sometimes that means letting certain people go. You've got a destiny to fulfill here. And perhaps maybe some of you could be dealing with a situation where the person that you're involved with, whether it's a family situation, relationship, something that's kind of distracting you from your destiny. Something that's out of alignment for you, and Spirit's trying to help you to see it. Because the Justice card is about honesty. It's about integrity, fairness, balance. So asking yourself, is this situation fair? Does it serve my highest good? The Six of Wands is about validation, recognition, appreciation. So maybe if there's a person that you're dealing with, do they appreciate you? Do they recognize the value of your presence in their life? Have they treated you fairly? Has there been some type of injustice here? Your higher self could literally be asking you to be in hermit mode right now, to spend some time alone. Looks like she's under the ground here. So, and you know what's funny? When I was shuffling out your pile to get it ready, and I don't even know how it happened, but one of the stones that I have fell out on the floor and I heard it fall. And the first thing that came to me when I heard that stone, I don't even know where it is, where it went, but the first thing that came to me was one message about the need for getting grounded. Okay, a need for grounding. so that you're able to see what this is that spirit is trying to show to you, to reveal to you that you're not seeing. The other message that came to me with that is that because it's something that's falling on the ground, it makes me also think about the physical 3D, meaning that is there something in the physical, okay, in your life, the 3D material world, that you're very fixated on, that is pulling you away from the message that the spirit is trying to give to you. Because this is going to be a need for us to connect with that spiritual self energy. And if we're too consumed with, you know, the whole 3D world and neglecting that our higher self, right, then we're not going to receive the guidance that we need in order to navigate that 3D situation, because we're so consumed by it that we feel lost, we feel confused, we don't know what we're supposed to do. But all the while, your higher self is like, pay attention to me, tune in, and I will tell you what you need to do. I'll tell you where you need to go and how to handle this. But you're just like, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? What is this? What is that? What is this? And your higher self is like, will you stop? Will you stop and quiet down and listen and feel into what I'm trying to tell you so we can get through this already? And you could be on your way, you know, like this here. Look at this. The Lovers is at the bottom. This is like your higher self, like, stop. Look at me. Listen to what I'm telling you. Are you paying attention? Look at how the eyes are closed over here. You know? I also feel like this too. You know, some of you could be going through something really challenging right now too. And I feel like this is kind of like your higher self trying to give you that confirmation that everything's going to be okay. Trying to console you in some way. You know, the Lovers is about making also a big life decision, a choice of the heart. What is your heart telling you right now to do? You know? The Seven of Cups. Some of you could be feeling very emotionally overwhelmed and confused and maybe having so many different ideas and options on your mind right now. Look at that. The Eight of Swords. Okay. So that is you kind of being caught up in your head. This is why you're not seeing it. To me, that kind of looks like a shriveled up third eye, you know, because the Eight of Swords is a lot of fear-based thing, and it's a lot of negativity, right? A lot of negative thinking and fear-based. Fear is a low vibrational energy. Okay. Yes, fear is, you know, a normal response that we can have to stimuli in our life. But when we stay in that state of fear as our baseline energy that we're functioning from, that's when it's a problem. That's when it keeps our energy in a low space so that we cannot hear, we cannot feel into our intuition, because we got all of that mess that's clogging up the works. We can't hear those messages, right? The communication, the Page of Wands is about messages, you know? It's also about starting down a new path. You got the Queen of Pentacles, where Spirit is saying it's time to nurture this here. It's time to nurture something creative. So I want to look again one more time over here at this Eight of Cups. The Four of Wands. Some of you, this could be leaving a relationship, okay? A marriage for some of you. A home situation, a home life situation. This could even be leaving the place that you live. Okay? Like if you feel like the place that you live is not really in alignment for you, either the city or maybe it's a house or the apartment that you live in, and you're just like, no, this is not my vibe anymore. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of this community. That could be something there for some of you. And there's the World. Okay, so there's clearly an ending here. Now, the Four of Wands can also talk about, you know, a celebration, a celebratory event, and you being able to leave something behind that is not in alignment for you, would be a celebration. It would be a victory. It would be an accomplishment for you on a soul level, right? To say, okay, I'm done with this chapter, on to the next. By successfully being able to leave something behind, to let something go so that we can start this new chapter here. You've got the World and the Fool, the ending and the new beginning here. Now let's see what this Fool energy is about. Six of Cups. I also feel with the Six of Pentacles, because this is about reciprocity here. Is there something, whatever it is, relationship, job, are you receiving what you need right now? Okay? Are you receiving what you need? Because if not, this is where we need to cut ties and let go. I'm getting this very higher self, inner child energy here from this. Like your higher self is like passing this little cup to you. Like this is your inner child here. And your inner child is, you know, because you do have the Page over here. You have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is the, out of the archetypes of the tarot, the Page of Cups is the dreamer. Is about imagination, about creativity, music, poetry, love. It's almost like your destiny could even be something that ties into your childhood, maybe even something that you've wanted to do since childhood. This could also be letting your inner child run the show in a way with their infinite creativity, that inspiration, that aspect of yourself that believes in you. Right? Your inner child believes they can do anything. Anything is possible. Right? Your ego doesn't believe that sometimes. The unhealthy aspect of the ego is trapped in fear. That I can't do this. I'm not meant for this. I'm not good enough. Your inner child is like, here I go. Here I go. I'm going to be this when I grow up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So it's like passing off the baton to your inner child and letting your inner child lead you, because this is also, you're connecting to your inner child is also very sacred. It's you know, it's very close to our highest self. It's pure, it's innocent. Okay? That essence of you that believes in you. Why is the Fool here? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about change. It's about destiny. It's about needing to go with the flow. You know, Six of Cups is also about sharing with others, okay? Like I said, some of you have a gift here. Some of you, there's a healing gift you have that you're meant to share. You guys are very Knight of Swords. This is about taking quick action here towards this change. It could also be a change that's going to be happening very quickly for you. Some of you, I feel like you do have a healing gift that you're meant to share with others. You know, the Six of Cups here is about gifts of the heart. Sharing with others, bonding with others, building friendships and connections with others. The Six of Cups can also be a card of charity. Six of Cups can be a card that connects to children. Okay? Perhaps this for some of you might have a destiny that involves children, or even helping people to heal the inner child. Giving something, helping others. Six of Pentacles is service to others. So maybe some type of charity work. Okay. Now, the Knight of Swords is also can be military law enforcement energy. So some of you, this could even be doing something that is involved with, oh, especially with the Justice card being here, this kind of makes me feel that you could be an advocate, okay? Maybe like an advocate. It's even giving me like humanitarian, an advocate for children, an advocate for, yeah, people that could be really working towards healing their inner child here. I feel like with the Six of Wands being here, you're also someone who's meant to be seen. Your voice is meant to be heard. There's something that you're meant to share, to communicate. It's important for you. For some of you are needing to share your story, okay? Maybe this involves writing. Perhaps some of you were very creative and used to love writing when you were young, writing poetry, writing books, novels. You thought about words and language and stories, reading, illustrations, drawing, painting, dancing, singing, all of these creative energies. And these are things that your higher self is trying to get you to see that within yourself, to connect with that part of yourself. You know, sometimes there's parts of ourself that we, this kind of goes into a little bit of shadow work here, but parts of ourself that we repress or reject or have forgotten, that we may have lost along the way. So perhaps some of you, this is healing something within your inner child to help to clear that block so that that energy kind of flows again. Because it is, for some of you, it is tied to your destiny here. Okay, so let's just say if you were someone who as a child, you loved to paint, you loved to write, you loved to draw, you were a poet, you loved music. You loved love, romance, relationships. You could even be somebody that helps people to heal their relationships. Because we have justice here, you know, this also has to do with legal. So that could even be that you are a person who is an authority figure, that you're protecting people, protecting the rights even of children. That reminds me of like of activist, advocate, activist, because justice is about equality, fairness, people being treated fairly. This could have, I'm feeling for some of you, this has to do with children here, working with children, okay? And the Hermit is also a guide, a mentor. Perhaps some of you are meant to mentor children. Okay, maybe this, for some of you, if you've gone through like a very traumatic childhood and you're helping children with through trauma healing, or even an adult that has a wounded inner child and you specialize in counseling, trauma, therapy, advocating for the rights of children's, you know, something like that is kind of what I'm getting here. Maybe working with youth, right? Because the Hermit could certainly be children that feel lost, that feel alone, that feel isolated, that feel like they don't have anybody. That's charity, right? Helping is what you're doing. It's what you're meant to do here. The world, right? Helping the world, helping families, creating harmony, sharing your light, okay? Your guidance, your wisdom. Perhaps some of you, the power of your voice. Because the Knight of Swords is also like this warrior energy. It's strong, it's powerful, it's, you know, your voice is something to be heard. And so this could be you speaking up and standing up and fighting for something. Wow. Sharing your story, you know, with passion, with providing insight and courage and bravery to also those who have gone through pain, maybe trauma from childhood. Maybe some of you are meant to write, share your wit, share your knowledge. Wow. Okay, let's see what the Six of Pentacles is here. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you, there's something that's out of alignment for you here. It could be, some of you, it's a relationship that's not in alignment for you. Okay, I'm seeing the Devil here at the bottom, Capricorn energy. This is something that's holding you back from your power here. It's something that's limiting you, something that's restricting you. It might even be a job, okay, that's no longer in alignment. You're not receiving what you need here. So with your King of Wands energy, this is about you forging a new path. This is you stepping up and taking the lead and being in your power. Gemini, Virgo energy. We've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius again. You know, you could even be someone here. Some of you are meant to be entrepreneurs. Okay, I'm just going to say it with this King of Wands here. You're meant to lead. You're meant to lead others. You're meant to inspire others, maybe with your story. Okay, with the Devil energy here, I'm just going to say, I'm also getting, this might only be for some of you. Some of you have gone through some type of narcissistic abuse. Okay. Or any type of, maybe even, I don't know if I want to really, could be, something here with the Devil energy. The Devil energy is something that makes us feel oppressed, okay? So for those of you that have maybe felt oppressed in some way by a person or a situation, a boss, the Devil is about manipulation, control, lies, deceit, your own fears, okay, that are holding you back from your power here. So this could be really a need for I feel like first off, your higher self is wanting you to see the amount of resilience that you have as a soul with having had to navigate through these things that you've gone through in your life. And this is time for you to really kind of stand strong and in your power. You know, let your voice be heard, share your story. You know, the Magician is about creating, being a co-creator with the universe, and it's about manifestation, focused intention, also willpower. Willpower to free yourself. This is, for some of you, this is a need to free yourself from a toxic relationship, okay? A toxic job. Your own fears. The Devil is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is, you know, can be quite restrictive. That the Devil, or the, I'm sorry, the Saturn energy is about structures and limitations, and, you know, there's a need for kind of breaking these down, these old limiting structures that are in place, to free yourself and to allow yourself to kind of stand strong and in your power here. The Devil is also the shadow self, the ego, right? And we don't want to necessarily be in control or have the ego control us, the unhealthy aspect of the ego control us, because then we have a very fear-based way of living. You know, going based off of wants versus really what it is that your soul truly desires for fulfillment in this lifetime. Okay. So my recommendation here, because it really looks like your higher self is saying to you that these messages are not getting through. And some of you, the messages are there, okay? The Page of Swords is here, which is a need for you to pay attention to the details. It's like Spirit's like sending you the signs, and either we're not paying attention, we're distracted. Maybe this is time for you to kind of spend some time alone in solitude, in quiet reflection, so you're able to hear your inner voice. and what it is guiding you to do at this time, where you're needing to take that next step, right? With the full energy here. Maybe you can think about what types of fears are holding me back at this time. Again, this is where you have that strength card energy about being brave. This next step here that you're making in your life right now, pile one, is going to be one that's going to, where you're needing to gather up all of your strength. Every little bit of strength that you have to step into this destiny. And there's a need for you to be confident in that you are ready, that you are powerful, that you are deserving, okay, of what lies ahead for you as this relates to you aligning with your destiny. Okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile one. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile two. So those of you that resonated with the Pyrite, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out, what are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? Okay, so I've already pulled your oracle. We are going to pull your tarot too. If you want to know what decks I'm using, I always list them in the description box for you guys. So let's take a look. We have number 3, self-acceptance. We have passion. Glory. We have number 48, butterfly garden. I think I'm going to put this in here. And then we have number 36, court the subconscious. Court the subconscious. And then we have number 43 with imagination. Okay. I think I want to look at this butterfly garden. I don't know what this card is about. Let's see, 48. Okay, so this one says curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious. I almost said precarious. If we would just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. Observation. You got imagination here. Courting the subconscious. Okay, let's pull your tarot and see kind of what Spirit is talking about here. Okay, pile 2. What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? The 5 of Wands. You know, you started off with self-acceptance here. And with this butterfly garden about being observant, about why, what is where, and Spirit asking you to look within your subconscious and your imagination, which is what's in your head, what's in your mind. And you started here with the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands can talk about inner conflict. It can also talk about jealousy, envy, competition, comparison. So it almost kind of makes me feel like what is hidden from you and what you're not seeing, at least one message so far, is that do you have an inner critic that is harsh? Or is there some aspect of your inner world that truly doesn't love or accept the self? Meaning, is the subconscious, if you will, polluted with negative or self-sabotaging thoughts about yourself? And this is where Spirit is kind of wanting you to observe what is in your mind, and does it belong there? Okay. When I look at these flowers with glory, the white flowers, it reminds me of purification. Okay, so perhaps this is purifying, cleansing, clearing some of these thoughts that are creating maybe even some type of distortions here as it relates to how you feel about yourself, about learning to love and accept yourself, which is very Empress energy. Okay, so let's keep going. What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? That could be like the negative thoughts in the background, right? Because the subconscious is our programming, right? Our conditioning. It's the system that kind of runs in the background that tells us how we're going to receive and perceive the physical 3D world. And if we're looking through the lens of I don't love and accept myself, and we're comparing ourselves to others, we're competing with others, we're in competition, there's jealousy, there's envy. And jealousy and envy is the energy of lack, because it more so says, okay, I'm jealous or I'm envious of what this other person has, implying that we are without that we feel like there's something lacking or missing. Okay? What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? The Strength card. Yeah. Confidence. Perhaps this is a need for working on the confidence, working on your self-esteem. But it's also your strength and your ability to move beyond. Okay, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. The Tower. Yeah, so something needs to be released and let go of. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got Aries and Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius so far. Sagittarius as well. Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about self-mastery. It's about a lot of hard work and dedication and effort that we're putting into the self, right? We're working on the self here. The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Now, fives can also be about change. A need for making some type of change here. Some of you, I do feel like you're needing to change jobs, okay? Changing your job, changing your career. For some of you, it might even be your career path, okay? I'm seeing the Nine of Cups at the bottom, and the Four of Cups is right underneath that, with the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. So the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. It's about satisfaction, happiness, feeling joy, feeling satisfied in life, feeling fulfilled. But we've got the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is when we feel discontent, we feel unhappy, we feel indifferent, we feel bored, we feel checked out. It could also be when we're in a place where we're feeling sorry for ourselves, kind of like having a pity party, right? It can also be when we're distracted. Okay? Or we're not paying attention. Maybe this is neglecting how we feel inside, that feeling of boredom, that feeling of a lack of fulfillment inside. And the Six of Pentacles is more or less about you opening yourself up to receive. How do we do that? We make changes, right? To the way that we think, the way that we speak, the way that we act, maybe changes to where we live, the places that we work, the types of relationships that we have and are nurturing in our life. Now, the Queen of Swords is about using discernment. Queen of Swords energy is also really powerful and really good at being able to remove things out of your life that do not serve you. This is looking very carefully, right, at what those things are, or even ways of thinking, patterns of behavior that don't serve you. Again, ask yourself, does it belong there? Because with the High Priestess here, your intuition could be telling us a lot about what is going on the inside and where your intuition is kind of guiding you. The Queen of Swords is also about clarity of thought, taking decisive action. So I kind of, because we are talking today about what you're not seeing and what is hidden from you, and the Four of Cups can literally be when we are blinded to something, distracted, not noticing something. I do want to clarify both the Tower, actually three things, the Tower, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Wands, because this could be very well indicating some type of change here that you're needing to make. The Wheel of Fortune is also about change, a need for a change, because the Wheel of Fortune is about being in cycles. So perhaps is there a cycle that you have that you need to change? Let's look at this. Let's move High Priestess, Queen of Swords over here. This is Spirit asking you, court the subconscious. The High Priestess is your subconscious. But we're not just using the subconscious here. We've also got the Queen of Swords, which is also the intellect. But it's clear, right? Not cluttered with other things that don't belong there, that are limiting our view or our perception. So let's do this. Let's clarify Tower first. Why is the Tower here? The Page of Wands. This is about starting down a new path, pursuing your passions in life. It's about travel, exploring, adventure. We've got the Two of Pentacles here, which is about making a choice, weighing your options here. It's also literally about getting your priorities in order, okay? Getting your priorities in order. Because, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is also about, for many of you, this could be about creating generational wealth here, financial security and stability for the long term. And so if you're let's just say you're at a job right now, right? And it's unstable job, it's chaos, it's, you feel like you're constantly being overlooked for a raise, your boss is not paying you enough, you're not standing out, you're not receiving the attention, it's so competitive, people are being petty at work, fighting, arguing, like this, just not a good energy, right, of competition in a way. So is this a time for you to showcase your skills elsewhere? Because I feel like with the Queen of Swords here, you guys hold a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom and a lot of skills to share. And perhaps if maybe the job that you're at right now is not paying you enough, or you're kind of going back and forth over like, do I really like this job? Do I really want to stay here? Or do I want to go back to school? Some of you might even be thinking that, like, it's time to go back to school. It's time to learn a new skill. Time to explore a passion and go back to school and make the choice to, you know, even making financials a focus right now, okay? Getting your finances in order. Perhaps if your finances are a little crazy right now, maybe getting them in order so that you're able to really make these plans to do what you need to do and take care of business, okay? Let's look at the Tower. One more, Spirit, for the Tower. We've also got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces energy here. What is this Tower here? The Death card. That is change. That is ending. Scorpio energy. Why is the Five of Wands here? The Seven of Swords. And the Lovers. Gemini energy. Now, for some of you, there could be like a... I want to say, some of you could be working in a work environment where people are... I don't know. This kind of looks like... this could very well be some type of betrayal here. People that are... This could even be a situation where people are jealous of you. People are jealous of you and being shady behind your back. Because the Seven of Swords is about being sneaky, being deceptive. It's the energy of a liar, thief, a cheat. People trying to take something from you, steal something from you, compete with you. Now, the Seven of Swords can also be about avoidance. Maybe there's a choice that we have to make here to leave something behind, to let something go, and we've been avoiding it. Okay? Maybe your heart desires for something and you're just like, I don't want to. I'm too scared to make that change. Because I don't believe that I'm gonna be good at it or something like that. Again, that could be your inner critic here. This could be insecurities that you have and avoiding making that what your heart is telling you that would bring fulfillment here. And, you know, because the Four of Cups can also talk about rejection too, you know? So like, let's just say that you've been trying to apply for jobs and you're just like, okay, well, everybody's turning me down. And that starts to affect you, right? It starts to affect your psyche and starts to make you feel like you're not good enough. Like a failure. It starts to, you know, kind of go into those insecurities. So again, this is where Spirit's trying to ask you here to go into the subconscious to look at what those insecurities might be and ask yourself, are they really true? Okay, because the Queen of Swords is also about truth. So if some of the thoughts that you have within your mind are, say, particularly negative, those thoughts don't need to be there, right? The Queen of Swords is a very powerful, wise, confident energy. And like I said, I feel like you guys are brilliant. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge to be able to make these powerful decisions for yourself. But it's also learning to really love and accept yourself exactly as you are, flaws and all, okay? We all have something going on. None of us are perfect. But this is you learning to love and accept yourself exactly as you are, to be able to step into what it is that you want to do. Now, some of you might even be in a situation with a relationship situation, okay? I think this is a side message for someone about a person who's deceiving you, okay? A person who's not in alignment for you, a person who, you know, maybe you're trying to make that situation work and no matter what you try to do, it's just not working. It's not flowing. Okay. And if you're kind of stuck in that cycle of the whole back and forth, hot and cold, up and down, you know, this is again where Spirit is wanting you to be the Queen of Swords and see something clearly. What is your subconscious, your intuition trying to tell you about that? Okay. This can also be trying to help you to get away from a relationship where a person is deceiving you from what your dream and vision is. And some of you, it is settling down, finding your future spouse, finding your partner. And if we're kind of out of alignment, dealing with a person who's telling us, oh yes, I'm going to, you know, we're going to build this life together, but it's all a bunch of baloney, then this is where Spirit is kind of wanting you to see that clearly and to love yourself and accept yourself and know that you're worthy of what you desire. It just may not be with that person that you think it needs to be with. Okay, this can be trying to shift you into your destiny here and to know that you're worthy of receiving more. Relationship, job, you're worthy of receiving more. You need to see that. Okay, now let's look at this Four of Cups here. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Let's get one more. We've got some fire sign energy here. We have the Hermit. Yeah, so the Hermit energy is a need for us to do some introspection, some healing. I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. This is a feeling of unworthiness. This is a feeling of scarcity, of despair, of needs not being met. This is a feeling of abandonment, the feeling of isolation, rejection. And so this might be whatever this is that you might be holding on to, whether it's a person, a job, a situation, your own thought, right, about not being good enough. This could be something that you're not seeing within inside of yourself that you're needing to work on healing. Is that Five of Pentacles way of thinking? The Five of Pentacles is about poverty consciousness, scarcity mindset. And that scarcity could, yes, be having to do with money, right? Finances, but it also is a feeling that we have when it comes to a relationship where a person is not meeting our needs. They're rejecting us. They're pushing us away. They're being hot and cold. They're being wishy-washy. They're coming in and out. They're avoiding you. They're not talking to you. They're blocking you, playing all these mind games, right? That could also be something that you're not seeing right now or choosing not to look at. And this is where Spirit is really, again, asking yourself, going back to this butterfly garden, does this need to be here, right? Do I need to be here is what we could ask ourselves. Do I need to be mixed up in this situation? Because in that, whatever this is, the job, the relationship, this is what we're getting out of it. Five of Pentacles. Your Queen of Swords is not going to stand for that. Okay? She's not going to stand for that. The Queen of Swords is not going to deal with anybody's BS. No one's lies. She's going to see right through the illusion, right through to the deception. Now, these could be ways in which we deceive ourselves, surely, right? Five of Pentacles, if we think in that mindset of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of success, I'm not worthy of abundance, I'm not worthy of something more. Again, does that thought, is it true? No, it's not, right? It's not true. So let's see. And I'm seeing the Fool at the bottom here, Aquarius energy and Page of Pentacles. So this is really Spirit wanting you to see that there's some type of new beginning that Spirit is trying to bring you towards. Okay. Something needs to end here. Something that has been unstable for you. Maybe you've been going back and forth over maybe choosing, should I do this or should I do that? Or one foot in the door, one foot out the door with the current job that you have. And if your heart really desires for something more, a better paying job, going back to school so that you can have more wealth and abundance, moving away from a person who's promising you and a bunch of empty promises, and you really know that you want this over here, this Ten of Pentacles, it's time to go, right? It's time to go. And then you have that Knight of Wands and that Queen of Wands energy. Now, the Queen of Wands is a very motivated energy. So is the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Wands, when she wants something, when she desires something, she's going to get it. She's not going to let any obstacles stand in her way. She's a very powerful manifester. If she wants something, right, she's going to make it happen. Okay, she will have it. Like I said, for some of you, it may not necessarily be with, like, if it's a relationship situation with this person over here who's breadcrumbing you, but you as the Queen of Wands, you will have it. But you have to open yourself up to receive it with that Six of Pentacles, okay? We receive as much as we allow ourselves to, okay? So if you're only opening yourself up to receive this Five of Pentacles and don't feel that you're worthy of more, this is all that you will receive. Okay, we got to move away from the things that are giving us less than to open ourselves up to new beginnings, new opportunities, new possibilities to receive more. Okay. All right. So anything else here? Anything else, Spirit? I think I want to look at this High Priestess here because this is the intuition. The High Priestess is, she's the keeper of secrets, knowledge, wisdom. Why is this High Priestess here? The King of Wands. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, some of you are needing, like I said, to walk away from something here. Some of you are needing to walk away from a third-party situation. It's not going to be for all of you, but some of you in a third-party situation, or even a person that you're involved with in a friends with benefits situation, and this person is not committing. It's time to go. Okay, it's time to go. You could be dealing with a person who's more about the physical and having fun and is emotionally detached when you may be very emotionally connected to this person. So, you know, the King of Swords is also a need for you to see the truth. The King of Swords is sometimes it's a harsh truth that we're needing to see. Okay? The King of Swords is not about feelings, not about emotions. Get the emotions out of it and think about what the facts are. What is the truth? What is reality about this situation? Okay, you could be dealing with a person who's abandoned, who's walked away, who's decided to leave you for another third party, another person. This could be you being actively involved in a third party situation. You could be dealing with a person who dates other people, who's kind of a player energy here. You could be a person who's all about the physical, okay, and is then very emotionally detached, disconnected from you. And that may also be something that you're not seeing here, is that the person is not wanting to commit here in the same way that you're wanting to contribute into that. So are you allowing yourself to receive breadcrumbs, bare minimum, right? Dealing with somebody who's immature, dealing with someone who's not stepping up and taking the lead in this situation, this connection. Not showing you that they prioritize you, not showing you that they value you, not showing you that they appreciate your time and your energy. Time to go. Okay? And that can be that uncomfortable truth that we don't want to face, that we don't want to see, right? That we could be keeping ourselves blinded to, even though we might be seeing signs that Spirit is trying to show to us. We could be acting like, I don't see it. I don't want to look at that. I know the truth, but I don't want to look at it right now. I know that I have to, but I don't want to, you know? And that might even be the same thing with the job, you know, where your innermost self is nagging at you and nagging at you and nagging at you and telling you, leave the job, leave the job. It's time to go. It's time to go. And you're just like, oh, I don't want to. This is going to be scary. But this is where you have to be strong and confident. The King of Wands is about forging a new path. It's about being a trailblazer, taking that first step, taking the lead towards you creating your vision, bringing your vision to life, the dream reality that you wish for. And this includes letting go and walking away from people that do not match that vision, people that are not aligning with that vision of yours. It's okay to let people go. Not everyone is meant to come with you. Okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you. Group 2, I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So those of you that resonate with the Firework Obsidian, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out, what are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? I did pull your Oracle cards. If you're wanting to know what Tarot and Oracle decks I'm using, I always list them in the description box for you guys to check out. So let's see what we've got for you, Group 3. We have card number 18, Sense of Wonder. Sense of Wonder. We have Memories with a little lock that says Mom on it. We have number 47, My Dear Friend. Maybe some of you may have just recently lost your mother or have lost your mom. Or even a mother figure here, because it says My Dear Friend. Okay. We have Growth of Energy. We have number 34, Let It Burn. This might even be for some of you that have a mother wound. A mother wound. And then we have the Keeper of Stories. Interesting. I feel like this is going to be an interesting one. growth of energy and also letting it burn. So it's almost kind of like there's a release here, and then there's this something new. Some of you dragonflies could be symbolic for you. Dragonflies. Okay, so I'm going to pull your tarot. I want to see what Spirit is kind of bringing through here. Maybe for some of you that have lost your mother, or maybe even a very dear friend of yours, this could be communication, okay, that they're trying to communicate with you from the spirit world. And this could be maybe something that you're not receiving or you're not seeing. Look at how this little dragonfly is kind of like sitting almost like behind her, out of her sight a little bit. It kind of looks like she's holding on to the tail end of it, but you know, maybe some of you are needing to connect with the messages. She almost looks like she's look at her face, the way that she's kind of holding on to her heart space, and she's got her eyes closed. So some of you, this can even be about feeling your mother's presence around you, surrounding you, or a friend's presence around you that's passed. Somebody that was very important to you. Some of you, I'm getting a pregnancy that was lost, okay, because I'm seeing these little baby eggs here. Some of you may have lost a child. So this may very well be... you better not make me cry, pile 3. I've done enough crying this week. But yeah, this looks like a very close connection that you may have had with somebody. We've got mother energy here, a dear friend, and I'm getting baby from this. Babies. So maybe some of you have lost a child or a pregnancy. Keeper of stories. It makes me feel that you have like this very nostalgic energy right now. There's a lot of stuff coming up for you from your past. Revisiting, perhaps even working towards releasing certain things with the let it burn here. Things that you've wanted to say, maybe you didn't have the chance to say. Okay. Perhaps somebody has a person here that was a good storyteller when they were living. The keeper of stories. This could have been somebody who just kind of loved to just talk and share stories, and maybe that you used to talk to a lot. I also feel like that's important here because those of you that do have passed on loved ones, it's important for you to talk to them, okay? Because they're here with you, and it's important for you to speak to them like they're right there. They're right here in the room with you. So talking to them out loud, okay? And then when we're waiting, right, from messages from Spirit, passed on loved ones, this is about being also observant, because the ways in which Spirit communicates with us can be in the subtleties, like just like little things that we might notice. One more shuffle. This pile feels very different than the other two piles. The other piles were way different messages. But yeah, this looks like this is tied into... passed on loved ones. Something that you're not seeing. Something that's hidden from you. Okay, let's see. What are you not seeing? What is hidden from you? Group 3. The Ace of Wands. The World. The Knight of Wands. What are you not seeing? We've got the Queen of Wands. The Devil. Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've also got Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Okay. The Eight of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, so yeah, one thing that you're not getting here is a message from your passed on loved one. And the reason that it's not getting through for some of you is this devil here, okay? Now, the devil is our ego. It is also fear. Some of you might even have gifts and you're blocking them. You might have gifts of communicating with those that have passed, mediumship abilities, and your fear is blocking it. Some of you, it could even just be that if you don't really feel like you do have mediumship abilities, but your loved one's trying to communicate with you. And of course, there's other ways of them communicating. They can communicate through clairaudience, clairvoyance. They may also, some of you could be empaths. Clairsentience is clear feeling. You might feel sensations, okay, like they're touching you, or you can kind of feel the energy in the room, like almost like you can feel something like around you, and you're just like, there's nobody in here. But the devil, the fear is the biggest block to our gifts, to us being able to connect with the spirit world. Okay, so the Eight of Wands here is about messages. It's about communication. The Page of Cups is also about messages and communication. And the Page of Cups messages is having to do with the heart. Sweet feelings that are being expressed. So your passed on loved ones can literally be telling you, I love you, I miss you, trying to give you a hug. Here, like I said, she kind of looks like she's holding the front of her body with her eyes closed, holding onto the little dragonfly's tail. So some of you, it could be that there's communication. And some of you, I feel like you do. You might talk to your passed on loved one, but they're trying to communicate back with you, and you might be like missing it, right? You might not be seeing. This could also be doubting yourself too, okay, with the devil. Because the devil energy can be about illusions and lies and emotional manipulation and control and things of that nature. So it could be like if you see a sign and then your ego is just like, no, that wasn't it. No, you're crazy. But your intuition is like, I know that that was from my mom. I know that that was from my dear friend. I know that that was from my baby or my child. But the ego is just like, nah, you're crazy. That's not it. Right? So trust in what you feel, okay? Trust in what you're receiving here, because I feel there's something that they're trying to inspire you with, okay? Inspire you in some way. And it's almost for you to take some kind of action to get moving. Maybe that's literal. Maybe some of you are needing to move. It could be travel, because we do have the Knight of Wands in the World, which are both travel, can be about travel cards. So can the Eight of Wands. So this is almost like your passed on loved ones are like, it's time to get going. It's time to get going. It's time to get moving. Because we also have this growth of energy here, and it almost makes me feel like this is something, right? The egg is ready to be hatched. It's creating something new, birthing something new. Perhaps some of you are still dealing with a lot of grief, and it's almost like your passed on loved ones would be saying to you, don't grieve for me, let go of that heaviness that's within your heart space. Allow yourself to be free and filled with my love, and to allow yourself to continue on with your life, and to keep moving, and to keep going, and to keep growing, and to not give up. Some of you, I'm also getting with this, my dear friend, some of you maybe lost a spouse, okay, a partner, a boyfriend. I'm getting a husband, a wife, okay, a girlfriend, somebody's partner here. And maybe that was your dear friend. Maybe that was your best friend. Some of you might be going through a passed on loved one's personal belongings. And maybe there's certain things that you've been kind of holding on to that, you know, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I should get rid of this or not. Let it burn, okay? This is the message that your past on loved ones could also be telling you, like, it's okay to let this go. It's okay to let it go. Okay? This is more so like their care and concern for you to kind of have this new chapter of your life, this beautiful growth of energy of creating something new. So if there are certain things that you're maybe like, you know, of course there's some things that are super sentimental that we want to keep, but if you're feeling very overwhelmed and kind of like going through stuff and it's hard, right, to kind of let those things go, you know, this energy is beautiful here. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands is about confidence and passion and creativity and power, and, you know, being able to go after the things that you want in life. And so I feel like your past on loved one is also telling you here that they're not wanting you to hold back. This might also be about clearing things, your own things, okay? Letting some of your own stuff go that's holding you down. Like, let's just say if you're someone, let's use this example, that you're someone who wants to travel the world. Okay, you want to travel, and you've always wanted to do this in your life, but you're like, oh my goodness, I have a house, and I have this storage, and I have this apartment, and it's filled with all this stuff, and I still have to pay rent, and I still have to do all this stuff. This is about lightening your load. This is perhaps, let's just say that you take all your stuff and you end your lease, or you sell your house, and you put all your stuff in storage, or you sell it all. You sell all that stuff that you don't need, right? And you let it all go, and you travel. You get to move and start fresh and start new in a new country, or a place that you've always wanted to travel to and journey to, and just kind of allow yourself that time and that space to do that in your life. It's like they're wanting you to live. They're wanting you to feel inspired, and with creating something new, with realizing your dreams, with realizing your potential, and not limiting yourself of fears and insecurities. Now, of course, for those of you that do have travel dreams, you know, that stuff costs money, yes. But there's also ways in which that you can find deals on being able to travel, okay? I know plenty of seen, not really knowing any personally, but well, actually, yes, I do. But knowing YouTubers that have sold everything and have started to travel, and that is basically maybe even them going on a path of spirituality, and that spirituality and journeying to different places all over the world, where they meet and connect with other people that open up spaces and homes and rooms to them to be able to connect with them, right? Like, let's just say for people that are spiritual, they might say, okay, I'm gonna sell everything, and I want to live this beautiful life of traveling, and I want to work on my spirituality. So maybe that means that you connect with somebody in Costa Rica. Maybe that means that you go stay at a retreat. Maybe that means that you go and connect with a shaman, and you go and you stay with that shaman at that shaman's village or home or something, where you kind of have these opportunities to connect with, meet with new people, and you're also traveling, right? You could even be making money, right? With selling the stuff that you don't need, with letting certain things go and starting fresh and brand new. You know, I can't tell you guys how many times I've had to do that in my own life too, from, you know, building lives with people and then just having it all fall apart and having to start over from scratch time and time again. It was painful, but I was like, oh my goodness, you know. But yes, I really kind of feel like this message here is really wanting you to kind of feel that. And also, isn't this Knight of Wands is on a dragonfly too. So I would say that maybe for some of you, you're needing to pay attention. Okay, if you see little dragonflies around, this could be the way in which you're, I'm even seeing a little lion here. The way in which your passed on loved one is kind of showing up here. We've got a little lion, so maybe some of you, you're noticing a lot of like little lions or cats or something of that nature. Some of you, I feel like your passed on loved one here is inspiring you to write or to share your story or to tune into your creative energy here. We've got the Page of Cups. Your creative energy. Yeah, I'm definitely getting an energy of travel here. Okay, I want to see what's at the bottom. We've got the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, the Empress. Yeah, some of you, this is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, some of you I'm getting, well, we do have mother energy here, okay? Mother, wife. Some of you, this can also be if you, like I said, maybe lost a baby here. But yeah, the Chariot is also about moving forward. It's about making progress. Another travel card, okay? So there could be something here about traveling or moving somewhere. Maybe if you've been thinking like, should I move here? Should I move there? Should I sell my parents' home? Should I, you know, it kind of feels like letting some things go here. Okay. Like, let's just say if you have, you bought it, you have a home and your home was with your spouse and you've been holding on to all of that stuff, right, in the home and the house, and you're thinking like, how would my passed on loved one feel if I sold the home, if I got rid of all this stuff? To me, this is them giving you confirmation with the go-ahead to do it. Okay? Letting certain things go here. Not feeling bad about it. About the purging, about the clearing here. It's kind of like they're wanting you to see it from a different perspective. I'm definitely getting here that they're sending you messages and you're not seeing it. Okay? Like almost like they're right there, like, hello, I'm here. I'm right here with you. I love you. Yeah, there's also very romantic energy here too. So I'm feeling a person's partner here. Okay, a significant other that was lost. And them wanting you to, you know, they're not trying to say it in a way that's like mean, like just forget me, just move on already. Not like that. It's more or less like wanting you to live, wanting you to hold them in your heart. Okay, keep them in your heart and connect with them in the same way that she's doing right there. Okay, know that they're always there and you can connect to them when you connect into your heart space. They're always there. They're always surrounding you. There's a lot of beautiful, loving energy here. But it's also wanting you to find healing, wanting you to find peace, wanting you to have closure, wanting you to know that, it was something that slipped my mind right now. Wanting you to know that they're at peace, okay? They're at peace. They're okay. Some of you, I feel like your passed on loved ones are kind of like really watching over you, guiding you, protecting you. So I'm curious here. What is this Four of Cups? Some of you, your passed on loved one might also see that you're not happy, okay? That you might have been feeling really unhappy and maybe even a little bit lost. Because sometimes when we lose somebody, we might lack direction in our life. We might feel confused. You might feel like, what am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go? How do I move forward, after this? Why is the Four of Cups here? The Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Four of Wands. The Strength card. I will say this is a side message here, okay? And this is not going to be for everybody, but those of you right now, and I think this is very specific, those of you who have had a past relationship partner that has passed away, maybe this is an ex-husband, an ex-wife, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and that person has passed away, and you are in a new relationship right now, another one, and you're not happy in that relationship, okay? Specifically for those of you that are in that new one and you're not happy. This passed on loved one is their opinion, okay? Their opinion is for you to get out of there. Okay? They could have been sending you messages, like you could have been asking, like, you could have been asking, like, your passed on loved one, like, should I let this person go? Like, should I get out of this connection? Should I get out of this relationship? Should I end this marriage? Some of you, it could even be like if you're asking mom's advice, like mom's passed, and you're asking mom's advice. Should I get out of my marriage? Should I leave my husband? Should I leave my wife? Should I leave my partner? The answer is yes. Okay. This feels like a big confirmation here of moving forward. Letting go and moving forward is the messages that they're trying to bring to you here. Whether that means letting go of them so that you're able to live and feel a sense of peace knowing they're at peace. It could be letting go, giving you advice and guidance on letting something go in your life that you're not happy with. Okay? If you're living in the home that you lived in your spouse with and you're just like, I don't know if I should sell this house. It hurts, it's painful. I still feel my spouse's presence here or something of that nature, but you feel that sense of emptiness and void because that spouse is no longer there or that partner is no longer there. And you're questioning, like, should I leave this place? Should I leave this place? The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. They want you to be at peace. They want you to be free. They want you to be happy. They want you to do everything that you want to do, that you dream about, that you envision for yourself, and for you to fully live in your fullest. Some of you, your past and loved ones are trying to connect with you through your dreams. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams. They are connecting with you. Some of you might even have them come to you, and they might be saying something to you. They could be showing you like a sign or a symbol or showing you something, okay? Connecting with you in the dream state. You could even set the intention before you go to sleep to connect with them in the dream state. Or you can even, this is what I've done in the past, ask a question, okay? When you're going to go to sleep, connect with your loved one, ask them a question, and then ask them for them to reveal the answer to you in your dream, okay? Sometimes that works. You might even get the message like right when you're going to fall asleep and right when you're going to wake up in the morning, or you might have it happen during the dream. Be observant, pay attention, okay? Because they're giving you the signs. You just might be kind of blocking them out of your own fears or insecurities or doubting yourself. Some of you, it's kind of like they're trying to give you advice here on your next step, which path to choose. And if you connect to your innermost self and really spend some time in quiet solitude, you'll be able to connect with them to receive their wisdom and their guidance. Okay, and their love. The Ace of Cups is here at the bottom. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you, Group 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.